Well, what you said earlier, that's what caught my interest. You said that World War One started because of a car stalling or something like that.
Not necessarily. There was many factors, but
Yeah, of
it's
course.
very weird. Yeah, that World War One started like this. The assassinators. Okay, no, I'll get into it. Because you have to understand the background before I get into the weird point, which is that someone goes for a sandwich. They try to assassinate someone, it fails, and then they're just like, oh, let's go for a sandwich. And then the guy they try to assassinate just pulls up right behind, next to the shop where they are. And then the car stalls. When he pulls out the gun, they can't drive. Car stalls, bang, bang, dead.
Sounds like a movie. It literally sounds like a movie. I'm sure I've heard something along I'm sure I've heard that story. Well, I must have heard that story at some point. But yeah, so how does it start? Where does it start? Where are we? Paint a quick picture or a picture for us.
Okay, so I think it's around maybe 1914, 28th of June, 1914, pretty much. Serbia and Austria-Hungary. So Serbia is like a little country in the Balkans. Austria-Hungary was an empire that pretty much took over all that area and were interested in looking for Serbia. But there was alliances at the time. There was a lot of tension building up in Europe and around the world, pretty much.
Between the different alliances?
Yeah, so the first alliances with England, France, and Russia, or Soviet Union. And that is called the Triple Entente. And then the Triple Alliance is Austria, Hungary, Italy, and Germany. Mm-hmm. So pretty much, but Serbia is good. So Russia kind of being a bit selfish here, but they were interested in taking over the Serbia-Bosnia area. But when they found out that Austria-Hungary were getting prepared to take over the area, they stepped in and helped Serbia, for the meantime. Yeah.
So they helped them now.
They helped Serbia.
So
not later, but later the war started, so their priority wasn't on Serbia anymore, and there's still nowadays nothing has occurred. So Austria-Hungary, 28th of June 1914. There's 6 or maybe 7 group members of the Black Hand Gang. This is a Serbian...
The Black Hand Gang?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a Serbian group that, was sent a very nationalistic group because Serbia wanted to reunite all Serbs, which is pretty much nationalistic, but most of the Serbs went Austria-Hungary, with the Austro-Hungarian lands in Bosnia, for example. So the Serbs, that Black Hand Gang, they went to Bosnia, where the Archduke of Austria-Hungary was going on holiday, yeah? On the 28th of June 1914, it was also a very special day in Bosnian and Serbian history. So maybe the Bosnians found it disrespectful, I do not know. So they went, and they knew that the Archduke Franz Ferdinand, so the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, so the proper heir, to take over literally everything that Austria-Hungary has. He's going there, knowing he should know that there's going to be many assassination attempts.
Sorry. So the Austro-Hungarian heir, it has gone where exactly?
Bosnia, Sarajevo.
To Bosnia.
Sarajevo, in Bosnia. 28th of June, 1914. And before this, a lot of tension has been building up with Europe, Germany, England. There has been... So
why did he go? Why did he go there? Why was he
on holiday? Just on holiday,
oh, okay.
Honeymoon, pretty much, with his wife. But kind of just wanted to spend time, see what's going on, because Bosnia is in Austro-Hungarian land, so he's kind of patrolling the area, but he's going to...
But it's his own land, so he's at home.
He's the heir. He's the heir, but you know how heirs have like jobs sometimes. He's just going to Bosnia to see what was there. Is the Bosnian holiday, like national holiday, like we have Christmas, something like that. So he's just going,
Okay.
And before that, as I was saying, there was tension between Germany, England, Russia, France, Germany. So Germany kind of were very imperialistic and wanted to build up their empire. So they, to build up an empire, you need good military like attributes. So you need warships, you need a big army, and they were jealous of Britain at the time, because Britain at the time had controlled a quarter of the planet, which is British Empire, exactly. So that is very, very, big, and Germany were very jealous and wanted to be best, but England had the best navy on the planet, and Germany wanted to catch up. So Germany and Britain were in a rivalry between making the best navy, and Britain were making the ship called the Dreadnoughts, and it was very evolutionary time at the time. So they were making a lot of, war tactics, nukes, tanks, all of this stuff. And it's not like anyone was necessarily ready for war, but it was just happening, like countries. But something also happened as well, which in Morocco, Germany were wanting to take over Morocco, like colonize it pretty much, as they were interested in making an empire, so they thought Morocco was a good place to start. But France, England, Russia came in, and they thought France should take over Morocco. So they pretty much had a big battle over it, and France took Morocco, which made Germany feel very isolated, feel very left out, feeling that they are not really involved in the powers of Europe. And that's just the backstory. Now we go to the Serbia again, Bosnia, I mean. They're on the main road of Bosnia. When he lands in the airport, they go on the main road. He's going towards this hotel. The 6 members are lined up across in different areas on the street. The first one was too scared, so he didn't do anything. Second one tried to throw the bomb, but it bounced behind like the car and then blew up the car behind them.
Oh gosh.
And he tried to take cyanide and jump into the water to commit suicide, because that was the plan, to commit suicide right after. Because all these people like Gavrilo Princip, that was the main guy who actually killed the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne and his wife, who was also pregnant.
So sorry, there was an assassination attempt on him before he actually died, on the same day.
Yeah. No, this was by the Black Hand Gang, but they were separated. There's more than one member, so they're separated on different parts of the street.
But it's all on the same day that he arrived?
Yeah. This is probably in like the first 20 minutes he's arrived, they're already, thinking.
So he's arrived and they've thrown a bomb at him already?
Yeah.
And he died later that day?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's nuts. That's crazy. Okay, sorry, go on.
Okay, so pretty much, second person tried to bomb, hit the car behind, and then took cyanide, but cyanide failed.
Oh, gosh.
So they found him afterwards and then took him to jail, and then they, I'll get to that. And then the third person was scared. Fourth person he tried to shoot, but he missed. And fifth person, which was Gavrilo Princip, he didn't shoot either. He was too scared because he thought that if, he was still alive after 4 people before him, couldn't do anything, then he was like, you know what, I'll leave it. So after that failed assassination attempt, he went to get a sandwich from the shop. He was like, let me go get a sandwich. And the Austro-Hungarian friend wanted to go to the hospital to see, the car blew up. They wanted to go see the casualties. Yeah. So they went in the same car, and then the driver took the wrong turn. And the wrong turn was straight to the Gavrilo Princip, which was one of the assassinators, had his sandwich. And he's eating the sandwich, turned into that alleyway where they thought the hospital was, but it was the wrong way. So he tried to reverse, car stalled. So he took his gun out, bang, bang, dead. His wife in the abdomen, she was pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
And the heir to the throne hit him there by the neck. So that's like one of the main bloodstreams to the brain, so he died instantly. And that was the catalyst to the war. Austro-Hungary